What up, traders? My name is Jason Pellegrini, and I've been trading for the last 7 years of my life. I started when I was in high school. I was a junior in high school, so I was about 15, 16 when I started learning about the markets. I didn't have a lot of money to trade, obviously, but I was learning, and I stuck with it. Now I got a lot more money to trade with, but that's besides the point. What we're going to watch today is a video. What you're about to dive into is a video of me breaking down today's markets. Today, a lot of crazy shit went down in the markets. And yeah, the market's just madness right now. It's a bloodbath out there. But I put it into a little review video. I do these every single day for members in the Major League Trading community. Yeah. That's what you're about to dive into. So every morning I go live and trade live. So you can watch me trade live if you're in my group chat. Major League Trading / Blame Forex did a little partnership if you haven't noticed. But yeah, that's what you're about to dive into. Today's recap video, some trades I made on crude oil. I didn't trade any S&P futures today, just crude oil. Massive $10 gap lower. You'll see it in the video. So stay tuned. Hope you guys learned something. There's a lot of good nuggets in this video, and I hope you enjoy. If you like it, at the end, just hit the little like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. Let me know. What up, Major League Trading / Blame Forex people? It is 4:55 right now on this wonderful Monday. But yeah, as you can see, the markets were whacked out today. Crazy day. Shit like this hasn't happened since 2016, like when the market has these limit down locks like that. Hasn't happened since Donald Trump was elected in 2016. And I wasn't even trading futures at the time. I was trading Forex only at the time. I was not trading futures, so I had no experience with this limit lockdown stuff until today, like you guys, or most of you guys. But since I've pretty much posted about it all day, you probably have a understanding of what it is, the limit lockdown. But real quick, overnight, if the market drops, so right now we're looking at ES futures. This is what we're looking at right now, ES. But if the market drops 5% overnight, there's a limit lock that gets triggered, and the market's not allowed to go below a certain level. And that level, that was hit overnight. Market opened up around 29.61 and dropped all the way down to that limit lock at 5%, which was 28.19. So 28.19 was hit. When this gets triggered overnight, the market won't open back up. It's not allowed to go below 2019 until 9:30 a.m. And also, if the market is at 28.19 or that 5% limit lockdown, and there's no bids, there's more people on the ask than the bids, then that's it. The market is just stuck there. If there's more sellers whacking the ask than there are bids, the market is going to stay flat until 9:30 a.m. Till 9:30 a.m., the market was flat. And that's why we got a massive gap down, because there was about 15,000 or something or more. There were so many damn orders that you could see on the ask on Thinkorswim that were sitting on the ask come 9:30. So there's no people bid. There's no bids, not enough bids to take out the ask. So price is gonna drop crazy, and that's exactly what happened. Dropped crazy, another 2% right into the next limit down lock, which was 7%. And that was right here at, what price is this? 27.59, I think it was. Yeah, 27.59.50. All right, so that was the second one. That was hit a couple minutes into the open. So now the market's not allowed to go below 27.59 for 15 minutes. They closed the market for 15 minutes, and then after that, so the same scenario happened. There was still more asks than bids. There was more sellers than buyers. Market was closed for 15 minutes, gap down again. Another gap down. And then the next limit lock after this was 13%. That, thank God, didn't get fucking hit. Because then the market closes for the rest of the day. God knows where that would have opened up. I mean, who knows where the fuck this thing will open up at Globex at 6 o'clock. It's looking not too good for the markets today. Or this whole last couple weeks. But, you know, we're in a correction. It was bound to happen at some point. You got coronavirus. It's kind of the catalyst of this whole shit. So perfect timing. Market needed a correction. Here you go. There it is. If you're not prepared for it, you're fucking tossing and turning right now. But I've got news for you. Markets always come back. It's just a matter of when. We don't know when. So I've been shorting the shit out of this thing. But I didn't trade ES today. I didn't trade ES. That thing was limit locked down. So it was kind of just getting very crazy and whippy. But there were a couple clear setups on crude oil. Crude oil, I mean, before we go to crude, let's take a step back. ES kind of just chopped around, really. Using that gap limit down, 28.19 as a resistance pretty much for the day. Kind of topped out right there at that 28.19, a little higher. These ranges have been just sick lately. This range on the day is like 120 points. Doesn't look like it, but it is. But yeah, massive ranges. I didn't touch ES today at all. Kind of just sat back, watched it, limit down a couple times. It was cool to see. Kind of sucks that, you know, people are losing a lot of money, but market's got to correct at some point. This just so happens to be happening right now. But yeah, you got to learn this stuff so you could be more prepared for next time around, what happens in these kind of scenarios. But yeah, ES kind of chopped around. Levels to look beneath here are going to be 27.1275. So 27.1275 and then 2700. This is a value area from, I believe it was from 2019 of February. Let me double check. Yeah, February 12th, 2019. That's where this composite is from. Well, February 12th, 11th and 12th combined, yeah. So 27.72 and then, wait, that was the wrong one. Or was it? Bear with me. Yeah, that was the wrong one. 27.12 was the one we're looking at. So 27.12 is down here, February 7th, 2019. And that value area high is 27.1275 and then 2775 there. Value area low, so below the value area low, then this thing might start trending even worse down there, even more aggressively. Another composite structure below there would be from January 28th, 2019, and that value area high of this structure is 26.56 and 26.45 and a quarter. So those are some levels to look for some support going into tomorrow, tonight even. But yeah, that's that. And now let's go over to crude oil, because that's where I made money today on crude oil. Took a trade overnight on crude after this thing opened up. So this thing opened up $10 lower. $10 gap on crude oil. It opened up down like 20-something%. Absolutely insane move. And that was because of the tensions with Russia and Saudi Arabia not agreeing on prices or whatever the fuck they're arguing about. But it sent crude oil down into the abyss. Like, shit, that is a $10 gap you're looking at on crude oil. $10. But yeah, limit lockdowns are a little different with commodities. Not regular markets are different than commodities. But where was I getting short last night? Last night I was getting short right around here. Right around here. This thing gapped down, chopped around a little bit. I waited. It was in this channel. And I said, hey, once it breaks this channel, I'm getting short. Or let me use this tool, is a little better. It's a little ray. Nope, that one's actually a lot worse. Sorry. But here, there we go, a little channel. So we had a little channel build in here. And I said, you know what? If it breaks this channel, I'm just gonna get short and see where the heck this thing goes if it could drop below $30. So all right, get short, take a contract. And I put my limit 100 ticks away. Put my buy limit 100 ticks away, and I kind of just go about doing whatever I was doing at this time around midnight. I was actually almost sleeping. And this thing dropped into my limit. And yeah, I mean, the target was based on an amount of ticks, so it wasn't really a good target. But I mean, 100 ticks, can't complain with that. So there's $1,000 in the overnight session. Just simply going with this sell-off, massive sell-off. Hey, how bad is it going to be? And I was, you know, putting on a small risk. I had a 20 tick stop loss with a 1 lot, so I was risking $200 to make 1,000. That's a 5-to-1 trade. Now that I think of it, the target wasn't too bad, but it was strictly based on 100 ticks or $1,000. So not the right way to go. And it ate me in the ass. It ate me in the ass because I could have made 10 times more because this thing went all the way down to 27 like I thought it would. Hey, is this going to go below 30? Yeah, it might. All right, well, I'm just going to take it off before it goes below 30. That's what I fucking did overnight. So that was stupid. I made money, but it was stupid. It was stupid. I kind of like impulsively got out, or just got out based on P&L. That's it. That's all I did. But yeah, it was stupid. Missed out, cost me. And that's what happens when you focus on P&L and not the actual trade that was setting up. Because below this fucking low that it had, we didn't know where the hell it was going. So if you were short, it's kind of just, hey, let it rip, let your stop do the work, and then just let it go. And this thing went below fucking 30. Went below 30. And yeah, it went down to 27.35. So coming into the open, what was good? Coming into the open, this is when I was getting ready to trade it again, obviously. I wasn't on the live stream yet. I've hopped on the live stream around like 9:20. So coming around like 9:20, I mean, coming into the open, we had obviously overnight inventory was short as fuck. So coming into the open at 9 a.m., we're thinking, hey, we got to see some kind of correction here of this overnight inventory. It might not have to be anything crazy, but there's got to be something, some kind of correction, taking out some shorts from the overnight. And like magic, that's exactly what happened. And we caught a couple, well, I caught a couple fade trades when I was on the stream, and then when I hopped off. But yeah, overnight we're short as fuck, so we're looking for a correction coming into the open, and sure enough, this thing just corrected very, very slow, moved to the upside, and then finally made its top here, $35, we'll call it $34.90s, which was not too much higher than this overnight high. So I saw that and I was like, all right, might have been a top here. We might be getting ready for one of the fade trades, and that's exactly what we saw, fade trade. So when the market's kind of bouncing around, choppy, and not really doing too much, when it's looking like it's trending, like if it's trending and it's kind of starting to make lower highs, then you go for the fade. And in this case, the market, we knew that it was just going for a little correction at the open. So when it goes for that correction, let me see if you guys can see this. So it was going for that correction, slowly grinding higher. We just kind of just stayed patient, let it do its thing, seeing how high it could go. If it was going to rip above the overnight high, it should have ripped a lot higher and filled some of that gap. All right, so that was kind of more of the thought process behind the trade as well. So once it broke that overnight high, that shit should have started trending a little bit at least, but it didn't. It didn't. A lot of times what doesn't happen is very crucial information. And it was just doing exactly what the fade trade, it was doing exactly what that criteria fits. It was slowing down. It was at these highs, broke a previous high barely, right? And it kind of put in that first top and tail right there, like around 34.80s. I didn't get in right there. Waited to see, hey, maybe this is gonna, do a breakout pullback long, right, above this overnight high. Maybe it's just breaking out, gonna pull back, get ready to rip. Looked like that right there, guys. Looked like that right there. So like I said before, once it broke that overnight high, you're thinking this thing's going up. It's going up, 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 filling that $10 gap, right? But it really painted the picture right there, like it was going to do that. Really painted the picture right there. You just got to really see the bigger picture of what's going on. Like zoom out of what everyone else is thinking and kind of see, hey, maybe something different's going on here. Maybe it's not breaking out. Maybe this is just looking like it's going to break out and trapping a whole bunch of motherfuckers. And that's exactly what it did. Made that strong move to the upside through that overnight high, trapping a lot of longs. People are getting long now. Hey, this is going up $10. So they tried to bid it up. Boom, made lower highs right here. This is where it was at, right here. 34.70s, like once it started turning, could have got 34.30s, 34.40s. That was my entry right here, guys. 34.40s. Failure to go higher. Should have been breaking out higher. Should have been filling some more of the gap. Didn't. Fade it. Fade it, fade it, fade it, fade it, fade it, fade it. And that's what I did. Came back up again. 34.40s. Fade it. Came back up again. Might have played with your entry a little bit. You might have seen a little red. Fade it. Like it was just A plus fade trade. Fade trade is never going to be A plus, but this was one of them where it was very obvious that this thing was not going to fill any more of that fucking gap. And this was this was probably the best entry of the day, around 12 o'clock. Took it around right here, 34.20s I got. That was my last final 70 tick move of the day. So I was scraping out a dollar move here, dollar move there, dollar move there. Short-term targets, guys, short-term targets in these kind of conditions. So when you're getting in, make sure you're scaling out once you see money, once you see some P&L, because look, this shit just vanished multiple times. If it wasn't taking profits, I would have been left with fucking peanuts. So that's another lesson. You gotta take profits as you go here, and have some short-term profit-taking strategies. Highly recommended. But yeah, rest of the day, sayonara. I was posting in the group chat all day. It just dropped and made new lows. And yeah, I was done around here. I was done around here. Oh no, here. I was done around like 33.03. That's when I cut out, flattened out my last trade. But really it was in no man's land, because below this 33.70s, this thing was inside this DVA and telling me that, hey, this thing is nobody's buying it. If it's not getting above 33.80s, nobody's buying it. Stay in the short. See how low you could go. But yeah, great entries, poor exits for me. But I mean, I just got to review. This is why I do videos like this. I get better. You guys get better. We all learn as we go, right? I'm not, by all means, I'm still making mistakes. I'm still learning as I go. It's always going to be, you're always going to be learning. You're always going to be learning. So with that said, I mean, that's what crude oil did for the rest of the session. Take the fade trade, kind of just got to really be patient and stick with and be confident in the trade. And say, you know, hey, if this thing is not taking out the high of the day, why am I getting out of the short? Why am I going to get long if this can't even break the high of the day? Like, what? You should have been short all day after this morning correction. But yeah, that was it, guys. That's what it did. Targets for these shorts, I was calling out below. So another level I put in was below 33.50. Or wait. Yeah. So below 30, I got confused. I was looking at today's overnight profile. I put below 33.57 in the group chat. And this is the overnight profile we're looking at. I got a lot of charts up here. So this is the overnight profile we're looking at. This is basically summing up all of that overnight move. So 33.57, once this came below 33.57, I said, hey, below 33.57, if this thing accepts below this level, we're going down to 30.09. Or 31.60, I think I said, because that was 31.60 was like the bottom of this. 31.60 was the bottom of this overnight profile. You see how it's got this massive distribution here, and then it kind of just weakens up here, and then it kind of has another one at the bottom. So this was a double distribution from overnight. 31.60s was simply the lower end of this upper distribution. All right. So realistically, below 33.57, if we want to look at yesterday's overnight profile as a whole and not two separate ones, then our target would have been 30.09. And look where the fucking market just closed at. 30.09. Wow. Exact reference point right there. So the market's been playing a whole lot of fucking games. And you guys really got to stay on your toes this week and protect your capital at all costs, because the market's out to get you, and it's very volatile, and you could lose a lot of money quickly. So just please protect your capital at all costs. Go outside, enjoy the sun. Markets are closed. You don't got to trade all night. Go outside, see how people are doing, be nice. And enjoy the rest of your day, all right? So I got to go. This is a 20-minute video. A lot of nuggets in this video. You guys should save this one. I'm saved. It'll be on my channel. But, yeah, this is a good one. A lot of lessons in here. And, yeah, I'm going to have to go. It's fucking 70 degrees here in Jersey, and it's, what, March 9th? This is crazy. Madness. I'm going to go enjoy the sun. Hit the gym, shoot some hoops, something. And then I'll come back later, pop in the group chat. But go outside, enjoy the day. People are panicking out there. Just smile and enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you guys enjoy these videos. Comment if you like them. Give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the morning on the live stream. Peace.